I'm trying to think of all the things I wanted to tell y'all that was funny to me. One was, you've gone too far. What Kumar said, I wanted to get back up and get my drink. I'm not going to stay with y'all too long. But I'm also not going to rush myself. I'm still, what Kumar said, I keep forgetting I'm not with Tyson anymore. It's okay to ramble. It's okay to get off track. My mother used to every now and again, every blue moon, be sensitive with me. I'm hoarse this morning, my voice, which is why I'm not going to stay with you long. But that's why you're noticing the slack on the videos, and I'm on vacation. And I've been drinking alcohol. Drugs affect your gifts, your talents. It enhances them, but it also abuses them. And the body is a temple. But I checked with God before I used that poison that we call beer. And I won't rule out pills, is what it's come to now. So I'm going to tell you something. Kylie makes me feel, she's my everything. She makes me feel beautiful. She makes me feel things I never felt before, things that I don't have strength to get into this morning. But she makes me feel loved and not just saying the words. I've had lots of former, let's call them what they are this morning. I had a pastor used to say, come on with it this morning. Let's come on with it this morning. Let's call them what they are. They're more than one word. As people, we are more than one word. We're not just one word. They're not just my former partners. They are, oh yeah, that's for you too, baby. It's you too, Kylie. That's for you too, baby. I don't know how, thanks, I'm talking to the deer, okay? He saved my breath. I was going to ask him another question. Okay. You ever had somebody doing an interview and you could tell they're talking to somebody else and you're like, who are they talking to? They stop like this and they pause, man. So, it's not enough time in Kylie and I's life, and not enough time in the hour, and not enough time in the day for me to tell you what I want to tell you. But I'm going to do my best to tell you what I can. I don't even know if this mic is on, Can y'all hear me? In my omen, that happens a lot. Where I don't know what's muted, what went up that y'all heard, and what up is just my mouth moving. Because I'm rotating between a headset, Bluetooth, and a loudspeaker. The different things the phone can do. I'm going to let y'all see my eyes because y'all crazy. I'll send Gage Babe a card. I'll send him a card. Besides, Wednesday Adams is crazy as hell. And I skipped out. I'm not going to soft snitch on myself and say what I did. But anyway, I got that one from the neighborhood soft snitch. My last ex was like, where did you get soft snitch from? I got that from that TV show. You showed me the TV show and you don't remember him saying that. She was like, fell asleep during it. Or my last ex is trans. You will hear me refer to him she, he from time to time, and it and they. You'll see me. That's the reason he was trans. I'm getting more comfortable with this topic. I'm not a homophobic. It's just I didn't grow up in that. It excites me. I didn't grow. I didn't because I'm learning something new. I didn't grow up in that generation. That is the, what's the motherfuckers called? I told you I love their name, Gen Alpha or some shit, Alpha Gen. Them motherfuckers know more about me than that shit. I grew up in the 80s, the gay generation. That's my expertise. I don't know about no fucking, they were trans, what I told my psychotic offspring. I can't talk to him the way I want to talk to him when he's at work. But I want to tell him, that's what I told him. Even though he threatened me, I was trying not to get him fired and get myself a legal case for talking about things off the employment. Speaking of, Wednesday Adams is more dangerous than he is because I was supposed to go by here to see him at work today, but she is fucking crazy. So I'm gonna skip Gage and see Engage Bay where my sons work, and instead go where my daughters work. Wednesday Adams go to Abita is her real name, and I'm dating my daughter in 2025, so these are Kylie and I's kids. You know, I really could have used a mother in my 20s. She was still living then, and so I'm you know, I've been getting some compliments on being in the community. Kylie and I, not just me, being the community parents for people who are lacking parents and need parents, keep you from being homeless. You know, that explains a lot. You know, a lot of things factor in. You know, and so I'm just gonna bear with me. I'm just gonna ramble some if that's okay. You know, I used to have a couple pastors get off script and say, if it's okay with y'all, let me just can I just put the book away and just, you know, my Bible's sitting on my nightstand, and got a sex toy sitting there I invented myself. I don't want y'all to see that in my footage because, you know, it's, I don't know. I can't say what that is, but I rigged up something. My mom used to always call me MacGyver growing up. She was like, I see you done rigged something up. We didn't have cash growing up, you know. My uncle gave me like loose change. That was I determined my worth by what he gave me, but at least he gave me something. I was accustomed to pennies and quarters and shit and dimes. If I was lucky, I got 5 and change once I saved it up. Because he didn't come around like clockwork, but he came around more than my dad did. My uncle told me my dad used to come around. Then he stopped coming around. And over the years, I just blocked out what really happened and just used what my mother told me about him. Mothers and fathers sometimes are estranged, and they do that to their kids, and my mother did that to me. She said a lot of things that she left a blank space where he was and only thought of herself. Whether he was what she said, whether he was something else. You know, she should have let me make up my own mind about him. And that gave my partners a certain power over me, minus this last partner and Kylie. You know, it's a strength in my daddy issues with those two are my daddies. Like this last ex, this trans, he was my daddy. It was a strength. He loved not having a father in the picture. That's less dicks I got to worry about. I ain't got to worry about your uncles either. He was very vocal about it. And he was like, I'm the baby. I loved it. He was like, he could admit at least that much, that he was that selfish. He loved having me all to himself. He's like, you ain't got all these other men in your life you're taking care of? I'm the only man? Yes, you are the one. And my last ex would talk to me this way. He said, what, are your kids grown? Are they still at least high school age? Okay, I'm good to go. That's how he would talk to me. And so he's like, these pets are going, and then, you know, these kids that we help in the neighborhood that's like a little bit younger than you, and some of them real much younger than you, age 0 to like 40. She's like, that's our kids. These rented kids gonna be our kids. We ain't bringing no more kids up in the house because I want you all to myself. So my last ex knew my worth. in moments and in some ways. And that's for you, baby. That's for you, Callie. And at the moment, the government got me pinned down. Got me pinned down, and they got me pinned down because I want to leave town right now. I want to leave town, but I got an appointment to make. I got a job interview coming up, and it's coming right up on after Christmas. And I wanted to try to get on the road while most of the roads are still clear. In moments, I'm getting noticing some changes in the roads. In moments, the roads are clearing. And may not be a road tomorrow. And as Doc Brown once said, where we're going, we won't need roads. So let me tell you something. You need to know. Kylie is this is what I love about not being with Tyson anymore, not being with my former abusers. I can bounce around. I can be myself. I can be middle-aged. And Tyson used to say this something to me, and I don't know if I'm strong to talk about it, so I'm not going to talk about it. But we like to believe we can do things as people and humans, and then it turns out we can't do them. So I'm not strong enough to talk about everything that he did to me, but a memory just hit me as something he did to me. And anyway, so I'm going to be myself right now and surrender myself to the people. But Kylie is, and a lot of pastors, when they would call me and certain members from the congregation up, they want to hear our testimony. They say, come up here and take your time, because I can hear your voice just, trembly. You've been doing all the church service. You've been working in the church. You've been working outside the church, and your voice is just shots of hell. But you've been put on the hot seat because he want to know what you got to say. And I may wind up preaching on the curb this morning. We're gonna have you might have a Christmas Eve special. So my heart isn't heavy, but I'm excited about meeting my new wife. I'm excited, and I just want to race to where she's at. And California, I just want to, with the strength, I got the strength to make the trip, try to get to her while there's still a world. People are losing their humanity. Kylie is a huge Twilight fan and vampire. Damn, whichever one of them damn kid movies that was so good had the dude Stefan in it. And when Stefan lost his humanity, and at a certain point, me and Kylie, we lose our humanity. And for the people who don't know big words, that's your fault. I'm not going to explain that. And they had an episode in Vampire Diaries where Stefan lost his humanity and wound up like everybody else. So at a certain point, right now, Kylie and I, we lose our humanity. And I'm looking up at God like, what is it okay for me to say and not to say? Me and Kylie are human right now. You're seeing some things people are doing that you can't make sense of. Let me stick a bullet point in that because I want to say something. I want to say this before I forget it, before I get too far down the slope. Downhill, but uphill. Upbringing, uplifting. Kylie's that way. Kylie's like, I'm the baby. At a certain point, I want these kids out of my house. She's like, I'm selfish, and she the same way. There's less dicks I got to worry about. She's like, she's got like a dick limitation with me, and she's happy that my bio dad is not around. She's the same as my last ex. The less dicks, the better. She's like, I don't need that kind of competition in our marriage. So that sums it up. Same way how he felt. She's like, I'm selfish. I'm the baby. At least you can admit it. Now back to this humanity thing. I'm going to say migrant crime while it's on my mind, and try not to erase myself into the situation. Alright, so migrant crime. what Trump said about migrant crime. My pauses are much calmer. My pauses are calmer. That's because I'm not going to tell you in what way that people have been helping me and what people those are. But when you had a prof that had protection, a prof that had full protection, and he could preach to you, pastor, and you see it when there's a security at the door of a church. When a prof has a classroom and he has no disturbances, no type of danger, that sums it up. I've had some people doing some things for me, and I'm not going to say what he does for me, who or what done what for me. But the calmness you hear when something comes up, and you saw that just now where I had a moment and I was able to get right back to you, that's the protection of the people and what they've been doing for me before. You notice I wasn't this calm. I was mostly calm, but agitated and irritated that someone was interrupting me. So that's where that calm comes from. People have been doing for me, and I don't want you to know what they've been doing. You can't let everybody know what people do for you. And, so anyway, as I was saying, on to say what I was saying, migrant crime. Migrant crime. Trump coined migrant crime. Well said, sir. Well said. I'm taking my words back. Overuse of the word sir and ma'am. These people know who they are that stole this from me. I'm taking that back. And the people are letting me know sexy never left. Sexy is not coming back. Sexy never left. Back at you. Thank you for the compliment. And as Dwayne Johnson once said, do you smell what the rock is cooking? And so migrant crime, well said. Well said, Mr. Trump. Well said, Mr. President. And my omen, I call him Trump. I just, that's respect all around. I call him Trump when we do meet. I call him that now when we do meet. And we have not met formally in person. And let me get Kylie off my neck and get some type of nudity here. All right, here we go. So, I'm coining apocalyptic crimes. Tupac said it best. Tupacalypse. And penetration. It was this one guy I worked with at Ingles that used to overuse the word penetration, and I loved that he was not can't even bring myself to say his name. Not all of my exes were illiterate, but this one was illiterate, and this guy makes me proud because at Ingles he would always overuse the word penetration, and at the time I didn't know what he was doing. I just knew it was funny every time he overused penetration. This guy Ingles was T.I. He could pronounce big words. He overused penetration, and he always just said, I was like standing there like a dope, like is he for real? Like, am I the pervert? I'm like, am I the perverted one? Of course I am. Like, am I? It didn't dawn on me till it all, like, God just showed it to me this morning. He showed it. But when I got a good pastor, he would say, God just showed it to me this morning, put it on my heart this morning. God showed it to me this morning, put it on my heart this morning. That, yeah, he meant something about it every time he said penetration. Now, on with it. Okay, I'm trying not to brush myself, I got some things I can't afford to leak. Apocalyptic crime. I am labeling the things that I'm finding, and that things that are finding me in the reports. I'm not going to say how I'm getting my news. I'm going to coin them apocalypse crime. One moment. So, yeah, I am coining, because as I was saying, the apocalypse crime. And, it's some things going on with CTA. And I don't feel sorry for the people who are involved in these events because I expressed the danger, and I'm not the only one who expressed the danger in riding the bus. Ride at your own risk. Get transported at your own risk, and people, you get what you deserve if you're still riding. And I rode recently, and I knew risk when I boarded. It's on the. They don't have any signs, as far as I know, that say ride at your own risk. But at this point, I don't even think they need a sign because you have eyes. You see what's happening unfold as you're riding, and you see these stories on the news all the time. It's to the point where I don't want to waste my time reading the full article. I don't want to waste your time talking about the things I've seen, but the stories are starting to stack up on CTA as far as riding goes. And what I told you before, I've been doing a lot of walking. You're much safer walking. I have long legs. God gave them to me for a reason. He gave me good health for a reason. It's the same. I'm on medication. You could have good health. You could have bad health. You could have mental psych meds. I should be on psych meds right now. I haven't had time to go see my therapist, but now I still don't. You can have good mental health, but have bad physical health. I don't have time to get into my mental and my physical. Some of that is none of your business. Some of that I want you to know, some of that I don't want you to know. But you can have good mental health and a bad physical body. You can have good mental and a bad physical body is what I'm trying to say. And you can have reverse that. You can have healthy body, sick mind. So I have both. I have good and bad. I got a sick mind and I got a healthy body, mostly healthy body. And so my whole point is I'm calling it, but the things that I saw unfold on the news and heard with I have to do it this way. These eyes and these ears was apocalyptic. Like it's something that was out of this world. The crimes were out of this world. It's the only way to keep people calm, somewhat calm. There's no way to be fully calm right away. Because I haven't finished all of the pastors, all of the prophets. We haven't finished what we were going to tell you. You'll be fully calm once we finish. I haven't finished. God hasn't told me to finish my sermons and not to release all my sermons. I have unfinished tapes. That's why you see so many people un momento with unfinished tapes. Smile, you son of a bitch. Alright. I always wanted to say that and do it. Austin once said, we only get so much emotional strength in our day. I wanna be there when Kylie, I wonder how does she react when she looks at my social media posts, like when she reads something I wrote, or God, I've been complacent lately. I soft snitch on myself just now. I had not been on on my wife's social media, and I need to get on there and get on her page and show her some emojis and shit. So I'm gonna tell you something. Apocalyptic crime. Trump has inspired me. There needs to be certain words because these are new crimes. The best way he summed it up, that's what his words was, and it mostly made people calm because he's not done undoing the shitstorms that we're in America. And as Edna said, a dog mess. We got others treating us. Some of these people are living right here on American soil, treating other Americans, treating other people who are migrants here like dog mess. Edna said it best, and she did. So, yeah, Mom didn't know I cheated on her with Edna, and behind Mom's back, Edna was Mommy. I had two mommy dears. Edna kept me out of the system. She was a low budget but goody when Ed was out with his hoes, shit, I was Ed and his husband. You know, I wasn't her only fill-in husband. She had a couple of different people that she had a man for everything. I don't know if I was the only woman and the only girl that she watched grow up and did for like a husband, but then to a point it went both ways. To a point, you know, she did a little something there for me here and there, and we ain't never had sex. I mean, not that I was awake for. If she put something in my drink, I wouldn't know the difference. She was always trying to push drinks on me and shit. So I'm not at liberty to just say things that I don't know. You know, you have to talk that way in this life. You wouldn't know if somebody drugged you and you fell asleep and woke back up. You would just think you laid down and took a nap. And so anyway, I'm not strong enough to go any further than that. But so apocalypse crimes, it will help people with getting ready to go to the rapture, getting ready to be raptured, and getting ready to get to heaven. How do you live in the last days with all this global chaos? And these new crimes are so bizarre. The only way to describe them is apocalyptic crimes, migrant crimes. What he said about migrant crimes, they're one and the same. Apocalypse crimes, they're so gruesome. The stuff I'm reading about on CTA is gruesome. I started praying as a crime unfolded right in front of my eyes, right on top of me. And I'm not going to say where, but it was recently, and it was CTA. And the driver, I'm not going to snitch on the driver, say what the driver did, but we was on our own. And but I know whose dick I got to suck, because he got us out of there eventually. We got, I don't know about the others, but he got at least half the bus out. And so I don't want to deal with all that horse shit. So I've been finding me some other ways to get around on foot. Like, I just don't want to deal with that shit. And unless I'm going traveling pretty far, I don't deal with CTA. I mean, unless a U.S. official send me on some horse shit, then that's way out, like more than 10 miles. God damn, you motherfucker. Your teacher ever say, you know, pause and say, stop, you motherfucker, you know, goddamn, you motherfucker. Okay, so that's innovative and new, but so I'm gonna tell you something. Apocalyptic crime, and it's not the only thing that's gruesome. It's the way the city looks, the way the foundation, the streets are unkept, like a pigsty, like the way you would keep a hog pen. The streets are uncared for. There's garbage everywhere, and then it snowed from where it snowed, and the trash. The city was already trashed before people. Bums just take their trash, throw it on the ground. Just take and just leave the garbage, and it's the snow has caused a buildup of different things. And so I'm gonna tell you something. I got a lot of making up to do Wednesday Addams, and I'm gonna tell you something else. I'm gonna sum the whole thing up. There's lots of you notice. You may not notice because you might be busy working like my daughter's. Lots of buildings boarded up. Lots of boarded up buildings. God is dealing with me with my addiction to alcohol.